Thanks for the support as a channel member, Ryan Duffy. Oh, boys and girls, in today's episode, we could either finish our 2-year project a year early by winning the double in the first season, or everything could end in disappointment. My prediction, somewhere between the two. I hope an FA Cup win. I can't imagine we're going to win the league. That's what I'm expecting going into this episode. Hello and welcome to part 8 of Rebuilding Arsenal. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, I don't really know. We've at least got the Liverpool game in the league. Depending on that, will dictate what happens next. If we lose, or even if we draw, to be honest, if we're not in a title race anymore, which it's tenuous to suggest we are at the moment, looking at the points advantage and the games in hand advantage of the teams above us. But if we lose against Liverpool, we'll probably just go straight into the FA Cup final and then call this season there. If we go to Liverpool and win, we might do one or both of these matches and then save the FA Cup final and the last day of the season for tomorrow. We'll figure it out as we go. All I know is we've done nothing since the last episode because we're at the business end of the season. Things are getting exciting and you need to see what's going on. So this is the league table situation. Manchester United, 35 games played, 78 points on the board. So they've got 3 games remaining. They're 6 points ahead of us, but we have a game in hand on them. So 4 games remaining. Liverpool, only 32 games played. So they've got 6 games remaining. They're 5 points behind Liverpool, 1 ahead of us. They've played 2 fewer games than us as well, but we do play them now. So we could get ourselves by the halfway through the episode to the point where we're 2 points ahead of Liverpool and 3 points behind Manchester United, but Liverpool will have 2 games in hand on both us and United. It's complicated. Let's just play the match. We probably don't need to worry about the permutations if we come here and lose. So maybe that would be best for everybody. We're going with Ramsdale in goal. A back four of Tierney, Gabriel, Ginter and Maitland-Niles. Odegaard and Partey in midfield. Aubameyang, Smith Rowe and Saka behind Lautaro Martinez up front. On the topic of Martinez, he is struggling a little bit lately. If we go, I know I don't go onto this screen very often, but this one I particularly like. Look how little Martinez is getting in touch with the ball. Look how deep he's playing. Our main attacking threat at the moment is Aubameyang on that left-hand side. We need to figure out a way to get Martinez more involved in the match. Everything's going through Emile Smith-Rowe, but he's then pinging it out towards, in fact, he's not really pinging it out towards Aubameyang. It's kind of Smith-Rowe moves it around amongst Tierney, Saka, I guess a little bit to Aubameyang, a little bit to, Maitland-Niles wouldn't normally be the fullback there. But the main route at the moment is Tierney playing it forward to Aubameyang, which I guess is working, but not ideal long-term when I'm already talking about starting to phase Aubameyang out of things. He is our joint top scorer for this season now with Martinez. So Martinez, although he started very, very well in the Premier League, he picked up that injury, hasn't really been the same since the injury, and he's now struggling in this second half of the season. I think we're gonna need to put him through a rigorous pre-season this summer so that he can maintain his level all season next year. He's probably a victim more than most of the kind of football that we've been playing this year, this constant high-pressing, high-tempo football, where we're asking him to play as a pressing forward and just do all of the running for the team. I mean, let's not discount how much space he creates for the 3 players behind him just by being an absolute nuisance at all times. It's not necessarily going to be all the goals come through him, as we've seen with Aubameyang, but we would like to get a few more goals out of him because he wasn't banging the goals in earlier on in the season. It's Liverpool who've got possession of the ball now. They ball over the top to Chamberlain. He's got to be offside there, surely. He was so far in behind our back four. I'm surprised to see Oxlade-Chamberlain so far forward. I was surprised to see him starting the match, to be honest, but really surprised to see him as the furthest player forward on the Liverpool attack. It's Chamberlain again on the ball here. They've got Rudiger in their team, apparently, which is an interesting one, and they are continuing to cause us problems from the edge of our area, but we're defending pretty well so far. That is a strange-looking Liverpool team. No Salah, no Mane, no Henderson, no Van Dijk, no Trent, no Robertson. What is going on with that Liverpool team? No Alisson in goal. What a strange Liverpool team. It's like they've put the reserves out and we're still struggling to beat them. I just wonder, who's on their bench? a bunch of nobodies on the bench as well. It's not like the big guys are all on the bench. They must be suffering some serious fixture congestion and injuries. I guess they've gone deep in the Champions League. That's why they've got all these games in hand, and they're having to play a very, very rotated team for this game. But that does kind of suggest that we really, really, really should be beating them. If we can't beat the rotated side, we don't stand much chance in this title race that we're trying to force ourselves into. It's Emil Smith-Rowe with the free kick. And, it's just over. I thought that was going into the top corner. I was getting ready to get giddy with excitement, but it does go a little bit high, a little bit wide. And now we need to look down at the bench and figure out what we can do to try and grab ourselves a goal. Belotti is the obvious addition if we're looking for a goal. Aubameyang is tired. We've got Hlozek who can come on for him. And I guess the obvious thing then is Pepe on the other side. Just get 3 energetic, speedy forwards on to just really, really run at Liverpool and try and tire them out in these final 20 minutes of the game. Look for a mistake. Capitalise on said mistake when we find it. Partey back to Odegaard. Maitland-Niles now. Can we get a cross from him? There's players queued up in the area looking for the cross. It does come in. Finds Hlozek and he beats the keeper, but Rudiger is there to clear for Liverpool. Tierney now delivers the ball back into the area and Pepe can't get above Tsimikas. And it continues to be frustrating for us. So we've been the better team against a weak Liverpool side, but they are defending valiantly. And it's looking like they're going to grind out the draw, which really is no use to either of us. I guess it's more use to them than us because they've got all those games in hand. They can still catch United comfortably from this position, but a draw is useless to us. Hlozek playing it back to Partey. Belotti now. That was a big chance for Belotti and he couldn't apply the finish. We've got a couple of minutes left in this game. Can we find the breakthrough? Pepe's in here. Pepe playing it back to Maitland-Niles. He Arsenaled that massively. Why is he not having the shot there? I know it's on his weaker foot, but for goodness sake, have the shot. Smith-Rowe now to Maitland-Niles. Smith-Rowe again. Odegaard from deep. Oh, I thought he was sticking it in the top corner. It was a lovely effort from Odegaard. Tipped round the post by big Kev Kelleher of non-league to legend fame from last year. And Smith-Rowe with the in-swinging corner. No Zagadou in the team today, unfortunately, and it shows. And now Smith-Rowe's got it again back to Odegaard. 2 minutes left in the game now. We are all over Liverpool here. But talking of things that are all over, I think there goes our title push. With that, we'll just go straight forward and play the FA Cup final in the second half of the episode because with a 5-point gap with 3 games to play in Liverpool with all those games in hand, I don't think we're going to be winning the league. What we have done, though, is qualified for the Champions League, so already an overachievement. If you offered me Champions League qualification and an FA Cup final this season, I'd bite your arm off. So there's your confirmation we've qualified. Now we just need a big, fat budget. That is a big, fat budget. This is going to be a very fun transfer special that will be coming up tomorrow now because obviously we're doing the FA Cup final now. So I'll go play these games offline. We'll be back for the cup final. And then tomorrow we've got £80 million to spend. I don't even know what I'd spend it on. Car, maybe. So a couple of the more league games played. We beat Watford 4-0. We drew 1-1 with West Ham. We now officially can't win the league. We're actually down into 4th place now with 1 game to go, which is likely where we'll finish. And to be honest, we absolutely would have taken it at the start of the season. So we are back in the Champions League. That's all that matters. We've also got Aubameyang as 3rd top scorer in the league. Odegaard 3rd for assists and 3rd on average rating. We're becoming Arsenal again. That's what it feels like. We're becoming Arsenal again. I like it. The rebuild job picking up steam. Surely Chelsea have sacked Tuchel. They haven't. They're down in 7th place. Yikes. Spurs sacked Nuno earlier in the year when we beat them, I think. Well. There's a big 4 back in the Premier League, boys and girls, and we're part of it, and that's lovely. What's less lovely is the fact the FA Cup final is taking place on a Wednesday night. Tell me this isn't going to be happening in real life. If this is going to be happening in real life, I am horrified. I'm hoping it's because of Liverpool and a Champions League run that we're having to play. Although, really, moving the FA Cup for the sake of a team faffing about in the Champions League still is disappointing. Yeah, they're in the Champions League final against Manchester City. But I was going to say no reason why you couldn't play the cup final on Saturday, but I guess that's because that's the final day of the Premier League season. So Premier League trumping FA Cup, it seems. Very sad. But you know what? We'll go win it on a Wednesday night. That's fine. We're going with Ramsdale in goal. A back four of Tierney, Gabriel, Ginter and Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu fit again after being, I think he was unavailable in the match you saw previously. Zagadou, unfortunately, is still injured. Odegaard and Partey in midfield. Aubameyang, Smith-Rowe and Saka behind Martinez up front. Still without Zagadou, still without Kessie. Xhaka's injured as well, but he's played about 3 games all season. He started 1 match, so it really doesn't matter that Xhaka's injured. But it is the FA Cup final, which weirdly means fewer substitutes than you get in the Premier League. You get a 9-man bench in the Premier League and only 7 in the FA Cup. And this is looking much closer to what I would expect a Liverpool team to look like. We talked in the last time we played them about how weak their team looked and we still couldn't beat them. Well, they're playing their full-strength team tonight in the FA Cup final. And, yeah, I'm not feeling very confident based on what happened last time we played them and seeing just how much better their team is than then. But if we concede through a goalkeeping mistake, that would be sad. Luckily, we do get away with it a little bit, but it's back with my boy Virgil van Dijk off of the Streamer Showdown. It's always disappointing to see him lining up against me, especially when we've not got our aerial monster Zagadou available. And Liverpool are all over us early on. Salah's got it in the back of the net. I think the referee is going to be having a look at the VAR. I was too busy waffling about Virgil van Dijk to have noticed whether he was actually offside or not. He wasn't. The goal has been awarded. That is not the start we had in mind. They've just played such high-tempo football there. This is a worrying start. Right, can we have an immediate reply? Oh, my word, it's gone in. It's not how we expect it. Surely that's not getting disallowed. What is the referee looking at here? It could only be for a foul, surely, because nobody's touched that on the way through. What's that disallowed for? Martinez with a foul in the area, apparently, is what it said at the bottom there. Well, I feel like we're being robbed here. And, I mean, an example again of heading, having nothing to do with heading attributes there. Trent Alexander-Arnold with a dominant far post header. Heading just seems to be really easy if you've got a head in FM. It's like long throws all over again. You can head as long as you have a head. You can long throw as long as you have hands, was what it was last year. I think we might need to tone down the heading just a smidgen. It is Alexander-Arnold again on the right-hand side. And Liverpool are causing us all sorts of problems here. We've had a good season by and large, but this is. I mean, it feels like we're a little bit out of our depth here. Which, I mean, we are. Look at our 11. Look at their 11. They're a fully established Premier League winning, Champions League winning group of elite players, whereas we're at our core still a very young, developing side. And goodness me, is it showing in this match? Ramsdale makes the save from the Salah penalty, though. And could that be a turning point? We have really, really struggled so far. Liverpool have been all over us, but that could be the catalyst for a momentum swing. I'm going to do a little touchline shout. Encourage the boys. Firmino's in here. And once again, Liverpool are they're all over us. They are all over us. And I don't want to drop to a more negative system because we're losing. That would be the obvious thing to do if they hadn't have already scored based on how this match has started. Just drop back a little bit, sort of absorb some of this pressure, knowing just how many games they've played. They had 3 games in hand when we last played them. They've now played as many games as we have, plus a Champions League semi-final. There's been a lot of football played. They will tire in the second half, but I am never going to be the kind of manager that's going to go more defensive when you're already losing. So we just got to keep going at them toe to toe and hope that they tire first and we can come into our own a little bit in the second half when they inevitably do tire. Firmino playing it into Mane, looking for Salah with the cross, but can't find him. Smith-Rowe with a weird pass, but we have got away with it. And Tomiyasu now down the right-hand side, a very ambitious ball for Saka to chase. And he's quick, but he's not that quick. He wasn't going to make it to that, but we are just trying to close down these defenders as Liverpool knock it around the back, trying to tire us out. And they just seem so comfortable on the ball. Rudiger just dancing forward in possession there. What on earth is going on? They are so very good, but we win the ball back again. Tomiyasu to Saka, ball over the top to Lautaro Martinez. This is where we need a goal from him, and we've got it. He's got a little bit of luck in there. He's run off doing the chicken dance again. But, I mean, the luck, the bobble of the ball went in his favour, but we do have the equaliser, and Lautaro Martinez has had a very quiet second half of the season, but he now has an FA Cup final goal at Wembley to his name. That's where we get the luck. Rudiger comes across, attempts the tackle, and really just plays it on past the keeper for Martinez to chase. Doesn't matter how it happens, though. Ignore the XG. It's 3-1 to Liverpool on XG, but it's 1-1 where it actually matters. We've defended well. We've won the ball. I mean, that was a break from a counter-attack. Tomiyasu winning the ball back and starting the break. We've just got to keep at it. And Liverpool, once again, running at us. And we just hope they start to tire soon. If we can go in at 1-1 in this match, I think we're in with a real opportunity, because Liverpool aren't going to be able to do that again in the second half. I'm certain that they're not going to be able to put on another performance like that one. So we've weathered the storm. We've survived absolute dominance from Liverpool. Let's go and nick it in the second half. This is where we need Zagadou. We need a Zagadou corner, but unfortunately we don't have the option for one. We are going to have to make some changes. We've got some tired boys of our own. So we'll probably make those changes. Liverpool starting to freshen things up as well. Right. Our entire attack needs a freshen up. Aubameyang for Klozek is easy. Smith Rowe. I think we're going to bring Lokonga on for Smith Rowe and move Odegaard further forward. And I think that will do for now. We've still got Belotti. We've still got Martinelli as attacking changes. We're also keeping an eye on Tomiyasu, who's tiring. We've got Maitland-Niles, who can come on if need be. And we're going to drop a little bit of encouragement again. And it's us who've got the ball with a throw through Tierney, who gives it to Odegaard, who's come very deep here. Now he's playing as the attacking midfielder. You don't expect to see him dropping that deep to collect the ball, but he does. And now Gabriel and Tierney again down the left-hand side. This is where our energy and our fitness will hopefully benefit us. Tierney with the cross, looking for Odegaard, who couldn't get there ahead of his man. Lokonga, though, is there to collect. And now Tomiyasu, who we know he can deliver a dangerous ball into the area. He goes past his man, and it's a thunderous effort from Tomiyasu, and it hits the post. I mean, I would have liked to have seen him do a cross, because we know he's so good at it, but he very nearly scored himself. Corner from Odegaard. Ginter's there, but can't get the connection on the header that we would have hoped for from him. But Lokonga is going to cross it in again. Saka's in space here, and Saka scores! 79 minutes on the clock, and I don't know what Liverpool are doing. The keeper came for it, but then didn't get it. All the defence are crowded that near post, and Saka is just left on his own at the far post. It's an awkward bounce for him, but he still manages to turn quickly enough to tuck it away on his right foot. The keeper couldn't get across in time, and with 10 minutes to go, Arsenal have taken the lead in an FA Cup final where we have definitely not been the best team. It's beautiful. And now we are going to take off Tomiyasu because he is shattered. Maitland-Niles can come on for him, and we just need to not concede a goal. It's easy. That's got to be offside. That has to be offside. Mane is miles off there. The referee going to VAR again. This is Liverpool bias if this goal is not disallowed. And come on, ref, do what you got to do. Are you serious? So there's been 3 VAR decisions in this game. All 3 of them have gone to Liverpool. Can we see that with the lines on the pitch, please? He seems so far offside. Okay, I'll allow it. Oh God. Oh, that wasn't ideal. I think we might have had our moment and blew it immediately. We're encouraging the boys again. Hopefully we can make a 4th change in extra time. I don't know if that's a rule in the FA Cup anymore. I know it was at some point. But I think we need to get Belotti on to do some running for us up front. We can get Belotti on. Can we get Martinelli on as well? How many changes are we allowed? No. Okay. So Belotti on for the start of extra time. Hopefully he can be a difference maker, just chasing around as that pressing forward, causing havoc for tired Liverpool defenders. Klozek brings the ball down nicely, playing it back to Gabriel again, and now Lokonga to Saka. We've got a lot of very tired legs on the pitch, just like Liverpool have, but Maitland-Niles is reasonably fresh. Can he find the cross? Klozek's in the area. Belotti's in the area, and Belotti scores. Only a 6th goal of the season for him, but he has only been here since Christmas and has been injured in that time as well. But he's weighed in with a very, very important goal there. 93 minutes gone. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 3. We're ahead for the 2nd time in this match. I'm starting to believe that we might be able to get this job done. But Liverpool on a 4.07 XG. This has been a very, very end-to-end FA Cup final. It's been a good old-fashioned FA Cup final. No defending here. We're just going for each other's jugulars. And at the moment, we've got the advantage. But it didn't last very long. We'd singled him out earlier in the match. And I mentioned Big Virgil from corners. He's Zagadou. They're the same. They're such a goal threat. And this shows that it's not just the near post corners that work, because they've done it at the far post. Basically, you aim for the big man at a corner. We had a little bit of a discussion about this in the comments yesterday. It's not that near post corners are overpowered. It's that aiming for the big man at corners is overpowered. I don't think that's something I can turn off by tweaking my tactic. It's just a thing in FM. If you're tall and good in the air, you'll score more goals from corners than you probably should. We've lost Saka now with a couple of seconds to go. Probably for the best that he's not involved in the penalty shootout, to be fair. But a penalty shootout it is, and I'm not feeling very confident now going into a penalty shootout because Liverpool have got the experience. They've been there, done that, whereas we're young, inexperienced, naive, probably afraid. Nobody's looking scared, which is good. There's a few of them display. Arguably, I would think displaying little emotion is probably good. I don't know. Right. It's a lottery now. I don't know how good Ramsdale is at saving penalties. I don't know how good our players are at taking penalties. That felt like nobody had time to get set up there. Milner's hitting that before Ramsdale's even on the line. But it's 1-0 to Liverpool. And now Belotti needs to score to keep things level. He does. 1-1. Easy penalty again. There's no pressure on these early ones. This is why I don't get the modern logic of having your best penalty takers up first. You want the ones with the biggest stones on last, where the pressure is on, and that is a great save from Ramsdale. And now Klozek, if he can score his, gives us advantage in this shootout. The youngster scores. 2 penalties gone, 2-1 to Arsenal. This is just Ramsdale. Keep doing your thing. You've saved one, save another one. I'm toying with the idea of bringing a goalkeeper in this summer. Change my mind. Let's have an FA Cup final winning performance from Ramsdale in goal. Maitland-Niles now to make it 3-2 with our 3rd penalty, and he does. 3-2. 2 penalties each remaining. It's going to be Jota for Liverpool. Ramsdale, look at him. He looks confident. Is this the run-up starting from here? I think it is. He's not even looking. Just save it. Save it. Oh, it's straight at him, but too powerful, and it goes through Ramsdale's fingers. And now it's Ginter to make it 4-3 to us with 1 penalty to go. Ginter doesn't score. It's a poor penalty. It's straight at the goalkeeper, and it's 3-3. 1 miss apiece now. And Jordan Henderson for Liverpool probably going to be feeling fairly confident stepping up to take this, and he scores. And now all of the pressure piles on to our 5th penalty taker. I don't know who it is. Who was our 5th penalty taker? Somebody emerge, expose yourself. Not like that. It is Sambi Lokonga. Again, what a difference. They have their captain. We have a kid. And he scores. Oh, these boys are wonderful. Keita now for Liverpool. Come on, Aaron. Let's have another penalty save. We're due another one, and it's not coming up now. And I think Odegaard was our 6th penalty taker. And it's horrible. What a way to settle an FA Cup final. Give me 18 replays instead of this. This is horrible. Odegaard then must score to keep the penalty shootout going, to keep us in the game, and he does. What's that? 5-5 now, 1 miss apiece, and it's Rudiger for Liverpool. We're getting down now to the boys who don't really fancy taking a penalty, but he still scored it really quite comfortably. who is going to be our taker, number 7. Oh, this is horrible. So number 7 penalty taker for Arsenal is Thomas Partey. Oh, come on. Come on, you got to score. And he does. Whew, this is horrible. Big Virgil. I mean, this is where we find out where his loyalties lie. Come on, Virgil, just stick it over the bar. You know you love me, really. He doesn't. He's scored. What a monster. I knew he never liked me. We're running out of, I say we're running out of players. Both teams running out of players. This is the 8th penalties now. This hasn't changed in FM over the course of the new game, has it? This happens too often. Kieran Tierney then for our 8th penalty, and Tierney scores. Oh, the nerves now. It's horrible. Robertson, our left back, Scotland's other left back, has just scored. Can Robertson score for Liverpool, or is Ramsdale going to make himself a hero? Oh, he got so close to it again, but not close enough. And once again, Liverpool score their penalty and pile the pressure right back onto us. I don't care for this. My blood pressure, this isn't ideal. And Gabriel then. Gabriel, I've never said his name properly all season, probably. Will he repay me with a goal, though? And he does. Oh, we're going to have goalkeepers in a minute. We're down to the last outfield players. In fact, we don't have an outfield player. Saka went off injured. Ramsdale's going to be taking our penalty. It's Joe Gomez, and he scores, and presumably Ramsdale is now stepping up for us, which is a bit of a problem. Can Saka take it? Oh, God. So Ramsdale to take the penalty. This is no way to settle an FA Cup final. Oh, Ramsdale scores. What a penalty it was as well. What a penalty. So now Alisson for Liverpool. Can Ramsdale return the favour? And Alisson scores for Liverpool. And we go back round again. So this is where theoretically we should have an advantage all the way through now, because we were a player down. We've now got our top penalty taker. So Belotti steps up to take his 2nd penalty of the shootout. What a horrible thing to have to do. You think your job is done, and then you have to step up and do another one. And he scored a 2nd time in the shootout. This is absurd. So now Milner for Liverpool. It's round 12 of this penalty shootout. Ramsdale saved it. Right. This might be the moment. This is a bug report. This might be the moment. I can't remember who's our 2nd penalty taker. We just need this penalty to go in from Hlozek, his 2nd of the shootout, and we win the FA Cup. Come on, please. Oh, God, what's going on? This is ridiculous. Oh, what's the record for the longest penalty shootout ever on YouTube? Jones now for Liverpool. I think he missed first time around. Scores 2nd time around, and now pressure piles back onto us again. What is happening here? This is ridiculous. Maitland-Niles now, our 3rd player to have to take a 2nd penalty in this shootout. All pressure on him again, and scores again. Round 14, boys and girls. What on earth is happening? This is ridiculous. They've scored again. When do the managers get to take one? Oh, my word. 12-11 now to Liverpool. Can we just share the trophy at this point? It feels really unfair that either team has to lose at this stage of the game. It's Ginter then for the 28th penalty of this shootout. And he scores it. 12-12. Jota then for Liverpool. I mean, these guys have already scored. They ain't missing her at 2nd time around, are they? Oh, God. Oh, shall I just sit and read a book? I'm running out of ways to describe penalties going, and I'm glad I didn't lower the speed like we sometimes do for shootouts. We'd be here for a month. Lokonga then for his 2nd go. Oh, heart in mouth, and scores. 13-13. Jordan Henderson. Just miss for the good of everybody. You've got a Champions League final to play in a week, and Ramsdale saved it. Wow. Okay, that is massive from Ramsdale again. Now we just need a goal. Who is it? I can't remember. It's Odegaard. Right, Odegaard. Just score the penalty. We win the FA Cup. Everyone's happy. And we don't have to make this video the longest one I've ever made. I don't understand what's going on. I just don't get it. Why is this penalty shootout still going on? Oh, my word. It's now 14-13 to Liverpool. I think these are quite evenly matched teams. That's what I'm learning here. And now pressure back on us again. Thomas Partey. I have no more words to describe this. You're seeing the same thing as me. It's ridiculous. And he scores again. Rudiger for, what's this, the 35th penalty of this shootout? And he scores. The goalkeeper is going to be coming round for another go in a minute. Oh, God. This is just so stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in a Football Manager video. Kieran Tierney. Again. Hi, Kieran. How are you doing? Get the fans taking penalties or something. Let the ref have one. Because this is never going to end. I don't know what to do here. Should I edit some of this out? This has been going on for what, 20 minutes now, this match? Virgil's skied one. His true loyalty is showing through, and surely now, after Virgil has just had enough and wants to go home, it's Gabriel to score to win us the FA Cup in the 38th penalty of this shootout. Oh, my word. We've won the FA Cup, everybody. Easy. Never in doubt, was it? Oh, my goodness. Let me know down in the comments. Have you ever seen a more ridiculous penalty shootout than that one? Holy smokes. But there I am in my beautiful pink blazer. No tie. I'm very snazzy these days. And we have won the FA Cup. It's the first time I've seen this animation on FM22. Do we still get cartwheels from the goalkeeper? I don't know if he's going to have the energy to do it. But it looks like we're going to get a goalkeeper cartwheel. He's positioned for it. Go on, Aaron. Go on. There it is. The goalkeeper cartwheel. That's how you know you've won a trophy, when your goalkeeper starts doing cartwheels. And there we have it. FA Cup winners. The longest penalty shootout in the history of the universe. And, of course, we qualified for the Champions League. That is an incredible first season as manager of Arsenal. Saka probably could have taken a penalty with a pulled groin and it would have all been over a little bit quicker, one way or the other. Ramsdale, 10 saves. Did he get a 10 in normal time? Or did that bump up because of his performance in the penalty shootout? If he's got himself a 10 in normal time, I mean, any thoughts of signing a new goalkeeper are done. Because Ramsdale, good work to you, son. Excellent work. You can keep the trophy for a year. And tomorrow we'll be back to spend all of that money to try and put the finishing touches to this team and ensure that next year we can not only win the FA Cup again, because we need our double, but also win the Premier League, whilst also competing back in the Champions League for the first time in however many years. We've still got a Premier League game to play. We're not going to worry about that. We know we've probably finished fourth. It might end up being third. It's fine. Transfers tomorrow. I need to go and have a lie down because I didn't have a beard when that penalty shootout started. If you enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.